Do you ever feel like spring can't come around fast enough? For me, this is one of those years. So, in October, my wife and I were told by our landlord that we'd have to find a new place to live. He was going to move back into our apartment because his situation changed, and it meant that we had to accelerate our plans to find a new home. So this is actually the third time this has happened to us in the past 5 years. We've been pretty unlucky with landlords. Luckier than a lot of people, but it just goes to show how hard it is to find housing out there. So yeah, we had to spend the last 5 months searching for a new place to live. Thanks to some family help, we were able to buy something, and now we're in the last stages of moving in, but that also meant that I haven't been able to get out on the bike much. Finally, on Sunday last week, I had a good weather window, and we were moved in enough that I could take an hour or two and just go for a ride. It was one of my first rides in months, and I didn't want to do too much, so I just did a route I'm familiar with. Had a chance to stretch my legs again. It was a nice road ride, and I shook the cobwebs loose, just getting used to the new situation. Like I said, it wasn't much, but it's still nice to get out to the neighborhood, into the woods, into the roads, see where things go. So, for a little bit, just enjoy some of this footage. So in the next little while, I'm going to have some more videos coming out semi-regularly. I don't want to promise anything because, there's not a ton of people who actually watch these, so it doesn't really matter. And life isn't about posting on the internet, but I do have some ideas. I'm going to do a big bike check video, show off the whole fleet, everything that I've got. And since we moved, I do have a new garage, so I'll do some videos setting that up, starting with one right away, hopefully. I also have some pretty cool projects on the go, some special bikes that have come into my care that I think people are going to really enjoy. Then there'll be like your regular ride stuff, repair content, regular stuff that you can expect from me. moving and having to move is incredibly disruptive. It's even more so when it's not your idea in the first place. For the past 5 years, I felt that basically at any point I could get, that email from the landlord and get into that limbo again. It's been hard to be able to relax, let our guard down, and actually live our lives. And we've been lucky. There's a lot of people who don't have our resources or privileges, and I can't imagine what they're going through. Apparently, there could be some changes on the horizon in Canada, depending on what happens with the election later. Could mean good things for the housing situation, but as somebody who's lived through, everything from 9/11 to the 2008 stock market crash, wildfires, COVID, and all the fallout from that, and now with the American government doing whatever it's doing, it's a little hard to trust that things could get better soon. But that's what people are for, right? We have to be the ones to make things better, because we're the adults in the room. So if you have the chance, go volunteer, offer to fix bikes for kids, organize a group ride, work in your community garden, do something to build community resilience, because that's the only place that it matters. And if you could sneak a bike ride in every now and then, go for it. I'll leave you with a little bit more bike ride footage. Thanks for watching.